The ancient Greeks, known for their philosophy and wisdom, gifted the world with profound teachings on how to live a virtuous and fulfilling life. Among these teachings, Stoicism stands out as a philosophy that emphasizes resilience, inner peace, and the mastery of one's emotions. Today, we delve into a story that highlights the power of Stoic wisdom and how it can transform our approach to life's challenges. The story of the wise sage. In ancient Athens, there lived a Stoic sage renowned for his wisdom and composure. He was respected by all, from the common people to the highest-ranking officials, for his unwavering calm in the face of adversity. One day, a wealthy merchant, overwhelmed by anxiety and stress, sought the sage's counsel. Despite his vast fortune and numerous successes, the merchant was constantly plagued by fears. Fear of losing his wealth, fear of failure, and fear of the unknown. The sage listened patiently as the merchant poured out his worries, his face betraying no emotion. When the merchant had finished, the sage spoke in a calm, measured tone. "You are a prisoner of your own mind. You believe that your wealth and success are the sources of your happiness, but in truth, they are the chains that bind you." Perplexed, the merchant asked, "But how can I be free from these chains? How can I find peace when so much depends on my success?" The sage invited the merchant to join him in a small garden, where they sat under the shade of an olive tree. The sage then handed the merchant a cup filled to the brim with water and said, "Carry this cup around the garden, but be careful not to spill a single drop." The merchant, puzzled by the request, nevertheless obeyed. He walked slowly and carefully, his eyes fixed on the cup, ensuring that no water was spilled. After a few minutes, the sage asked him to stop and said, "Now tell me, what did you notice about the garden?" The merchant hesitated before replying, "I didn't notice anything. I was too focused on the cup." The sage nodded and said, "Just as you were too focused on the cup, you are too focused on your wealth and success. In doing so, you miss the beauty and tranquility that life has to offer. You live in constant fear because your mind is consumed by what you might lose, rather than appreciating what you already have." The wisdom of Stoicism, the sage continued. The Stoics teach us that true peace comes not from external possessions, but from within. We must learn to detach ourselves from the things we cannot control and focus instead on our own virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These are the only things truly within our power. The merchant listened intently as the sage explained the Stoic practice of Amor, Fati, or the love of fate. "Embrace whatever life throws your way, whether good or bad," the sage advised. "By accepting and even loving your fate, you free yourself from the fear of the unknown. You learn to see every challenge as an opportunity for growth and every setback as a lesson in resilience." The merchant returned home with a new perspective. He began to practice the Stoic teachings, gradually shifting his focus from his wealth to his inner virtues. He learned to accept life's uncertainties with grace, no longer fearing what he could not control. Over time, the merchant found a sense of peace that had eluded him for years. He realized that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the strength of one's character. The story of the Stoic sage teaches us that the true power lies within us. When we cultivate inner strength and resilience, we become less dependent on external factors for our happiness. We learn to navigate life's challenges with a calm and steady mind, grounded in the knowledge that our worth is defined by our virtues, not by our circumstances. The teachings of Stoicism remain as relevant today as they were in ancient Greece. In a world filled with uncertainties and distractions, the wisdom of the Stoics offers a timeless guide to living a life of purpose and tranquility. I encourage you to reflect on these teachings and consider how you can apply them to your own life. As we conclude this journey into Greek wisdom, I invite you to join our community of seekers and thinkers. If this story resonated with you, please support us by liking, sharing, and commenting on the video. And for more stories of ancient wisdom and modern insights, don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell. Your engagement is what keeps our journey alive. Thank you for exploring the depths of philosophy and enlightenment with us.